Titus chapter 2, verse 3 through 5 says, "Older women likewise are to be irreverent in their behavior, not malicious gossips, nor enslaved to much wine, teaching what is good, so that they may encourage the young women to love their husbands, to love their children, to be sensible, pure, workers at home, kind, being subject to their own husbands, so that the word of God will not be dishonored." I was told recently that someone from my past was comparing my relationship with my children to her relationship with hers. And she was saying she didn't understand why her children have pulled away from her, but my children, according to her, would walk through fire for me. Now, I don't know that my children would walk through fire for me. But I think the difference is love. When my children were small, I made a lot of mistakes. I was an alcoholic. Most of the time I was a single parent, and so I had to work outside the home. Even when their father was around, I mostly had to work outside the home because he wasn't really working much. I suffered from, and I still suffer from, bipolar disorder, borderline personality disorder, major depression. These are all things that make it very, very hard to parent consistently. But in all the things that I did or didn't do with my children, they always knew that they were loved. They could always come to me and sit on my lap and know that they could get hugs, know that they could get affection, physical affection from me. They never left the house without me letting them know, telling them that I loved them. With my children, I encouraged honesty. I encouraged them to grow in certain values that I was given when I grew up. Values specifically: don't lie, don't steal, and don't cheat. And those were the big rules. Those were the non-negotiables, and everything else we could talk about. So I had this very open relationship with my children. Did I get overwhelmed with them? Yes. Did I yell at them? Yes. Did I use corporal punishment, sometimes in excess? Yes. I once actually broke a spoon over my middle child's backside. He was wearing jeans and he was laughing, so I did him no harm. But yes, was it abuse? Yes, it was, because I was angry when I did it. Those instances were rare. So, yes, I was not the best mother. I gave up my first child for adoption to her father's parents. And I left my youngest child, number 5, when he was a year and a half, to live with my mother. And she has custody of him now. But every decision that I made, every big decision that I made, was with my children in mind. With my daughter, I could have kept her. But I believed that my life was too much chaos, and she would have no kind of a life if I kept her. And I knew she would have a good life with her grandparents, and they adopted her. They became her parents, and sure enough, she will tell you she had a good life with her parents, and she knew that her parents loved her. And they gave her not just what she needed physically, but emotionally. They also, she was able to have opportunities that she couldn't have with me. So as much as it broke my heart, yes, I gave my daughter up for adoption. And my youngest boy, he's 16 now, and I believe that he has had a better life with my mother than he would have had with me for a while. My life now is good, and it's stable, but I would never, never, never rip my child away from the parent that he has known all of his life. So there's that. I wasn't a great mother, but I loved my children, and I tried to make sure that they knew that I loved them. In spite of the structure and everything, they knew that they could come to me when things were hard, when things were bad, when things were really important. So I am an older woman, and I have found a very good relationship with Jesus, and he has changed my heart in many, many ways. He has made me more patient. He has made me more sober. I am no longer an alcoholic. I am no longer addicted to cigarettes. I no longer do many of the things that I used to do. And I think now that I have learned my lessons, it is time for me to pass that on to the younger women. And that's kind of what I've been trying to do on my Facebook page, on my business page, is give out information that would be helpful to the younger women. But I think that I need to dig down. I took about a month off, and now it is time for me to start sharing some really, really important information so that they can truly love their husbands, love their children, and give them what they need to grow and thrive, and also to be good people. I am a Christian. The information that you find on my page is going to be Christian in nature. If you do not choose to accept Jesus Christ, you are still absolutely welcome on my page. Glean morals and values if that's what you can glean. All I ask is that you keep comments either not anti-Christian. Please do not disparage my God, and be respectful, okay? All right, so I am going to see you soon with another video. Bye.